What to expect on the day of embryo transfer. I am Dr. Sneha Sathe. I am Clinical Director and Fertility Consultant at Nova IVF Fertility in Mumbai and Navi Mumbai. Now, the embryo transfer is the pivotal step of your fertility journey. This could well be the last step of your fertility journey, but could be the very beginning of your pregnancy journey. So, the embryo transfer day is the day that everything has been leading up to this day, your ovarian stimulation, your egg retrieval, and all the medications and blood tests to finally reach the day of the embryo transfer. So the embryo transfer could be a fresh or a frozen embryo transfer. It could be a day 3 transfer or a blastocyst transfer. I usually plan and counsel my patients for a blastocyst embryo transfer. Now, if it is a frozen embryo transfer, it may be planned in a medicated cycle or it may be planned in a natural cycle. Whatever the type of embryo transfer, the instructions for the day of embryo transfer essentially remain the same. So at our place, usually the nurse will give you a call on the day prior to the embryo transfer with all the instructions that you need to follow on the day of embryo transfer. We usually call you to the clinic in the morning, maybe around 10 or 10:30. The embryo transfer needs to be done under a full bladder, so you will be asked to drink lots of water. Fasting is not required, and the embryo transfer procedure does not require anesthesia. So you will be asked to come in comfortable clothes and come to the center without cosmetics, jewelry, perfume or deo. Same goes for your husband, who ideally should be accompanying you, but if your husband is not able to come with you, it is better to bring your relative or friend to the center with you. So we will have our nursing or front desk staff to receive you. You will be given a changing gown. They will do the formalities of consent taking. The nursing staff will check your vital parameters, and then you have to wait for a couple of minutes or maybe an hour or so till your urinary bladder is adequately full, until your IVF laboratory, embryologist and your consultant are ready. Now, once all the things are aligned and your bladder is adequately full, the nurse will take you to the embryo transfer room. The first person to greet you there will be the embryologist, and she will review the details of the embryos with you and will confirm your identity before going ahead with the embryo transfer. The embryo transfer is a relatively simple procedure. It is done under transabdominal ultrasound guidance using a very thin catheter. We actually load the embryo in the catheter, and under ultrasound guidance, we can see the catheter going into the uterus as we transfer the embryos to the uterus. It is very important for the embryo transfer to be smooth and atraumatic. Immediately after the embryo transfer, you can empty your bladder, you can pass urine. Now, this is again a topic of debate of whether you need to rest in bed for about 10-15 minutes or even 2 hours. But studies have not shown that bed rest has a positive impact on pregnancy rates. So usually when we do the embryo transfer, you are in full bladder state, and that is pretty uncomfortable. So immediately after doing the embryo transfer, you are allowed to empty your bladder immediately, and bed rest is not required. Bed rest does not have an impact on results. So after the embryo transfer, after you've passed urine, the nurse or the doctor will review the medication list with you. And you will be asked to go home with the list of instructions. So I usually tell my patients that after they go home, they can carry on with their routine activity as daily activity as usual. There is no need for bed rest. If they are working, they can continue going to office. What is more important is that they take all the medications that they have been advised. You are told that you should not be skipping any medicines and you should not be taking any over-the-counter medicines. If during this 10-day wait after the embryo transfer, if you have any fever or pain, it is better that you get in touch with your doctor directly. Ideally, you should avoid intercourse, you should avoid long distance travel, you should avoid eating out. The idea is that you should not coincidentally fall ill with a stomach upset or fever or anything else. But there are no other specific instructions for embryo transfer, and you should just carry on with your routine activity as usual. You should keep yourself engaged in the things that you like to do, like read or listen to music or even watch television or watch movies. Just don't keep an idle mind, which makes you overthink and makes you more anxious and worried.